What's up, class? Evans here. Today we're going to use a brand new tool that I've showed you, or I haven't showed you yet, called the Revolve. The Revolve tool allows you to take like round objects and make them on shape. So let me show you an example here. I've got this plate. You can kind of see the sketch here. I just kind of have a rectangle and then a bend and then another rectangle. And I use the Revolve tool and it spins out that plate. Kind of get a little bit of a look here. See that from the side view. I got a couple of other that I made. So here's like a frisbee. You can see underneath it. I may have gone a little overboard. Here's a dog food bowl. Just a little bit of overboard. It just slightly. Here's like a cup. It's got a ring so that you can put a seal on the top, like a Yeti. So there's just so many options that you can do that you can make, even giant tank rounds. I mean, just anything that's circular in nature, you can go ahead and take that and make it. I mean, whether you want to make something like a bowling pin, just take this and well, let me show you in a little bit because there's a lot of options. I mean, bowling pins, you could do a candlestick. I mean, here's a skeet. I mean, just so many things that are circular in nature you can easily make. So you want to take something like a frisbee, and in order to make this, you have to think of it like it's cut in half, like like this. So you cut the thing in half, and you see that kind of profile shape there, right there. Ignore that sound in the background. That's not a separate frisbee. I cut it in half with my hands. So you see that profile shape? That's what you're making. You're making this thin piece that comes down and out to a thicker piece here. So that's what we're going to make right now. And you can follow along with me to try and get this to work. So we got to go to Onshape. Gonna create something new, of course. I'm just gonna call it Frisbee. We want to create a sketch. Now, for fun, we're just gonna kind of keep rough dimensions. So this thing is, all of like about 10 inches across and probably not even quite an inch tall, maybe about an inch tall. So keep that in mind when you're making it. So I want a line, it kind of goes straight and then it starts to curve. So I'm going to do straight and then angle down. And then we've kind of got like this oval shape. Let's see if there's an oval tool that we can use. There's a lot of new tools that you'll probably want to explore to try and make your own thing. Did I see an oval? I saw an ellipse. Maybe we can play around with an ellipse. No, not that. Let's like that, but let me take that ellipse and make this part and this part vertical. Yeah, it's probably a little too far out, but we'll give it some dimensions now. So I want, let's say this flat part, I'm just playing around with numbers. I want to make that, just to make things easy, 1.5 inches. And a little bigger there. And then from here to here, I want to make sure that it's straight and not coming out at an angle. I want it straight. So let's make that part that's angling. Let's make that another 1.5 inches. Might want to lessen that angle then, so I can give it a degree. I don't want the angle to be too steep. Again, I am just playing with this. I'm not measuring anything too much. And, well, let me put that number. No, well, let's make this not so, maybe we want to go 0.75. I want something kind of small. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to draw a line from here out, hit escape, and I'm going to use the scissors tool and I'm going to cut the bottom of that off. Again, I just want you to know I'm kind of playing with it. I'm not doing anything too exacting. So you can do the same kind of thing. You're just playing. And then I'm going to use this offset tool here to offset it. And it put a 1/4 of an inch automatic. I'm going to just press enter, double click that, and let's just make it 0.1. See if that works. All right. I need to close off the end. So I'm going to put a little, you know, what we could do is we could put a little 3-point arch. I'm going to zoom in here, put a little arch right here. Make sure it kind of straightens up. Just in case, I'll use a horizontal tool if you remember when we did that with the paper clip. Give that a nice rounded edge, and then I need a straight edge here. Okay, notice how it closed it off and gave it a grayed out look, right? So, or sorry, a blue look. So I'm going to hit the check mark. I'm going to hit Revolve. Click on the surface. If it doesn't let you click it, that means there's a mistake in the sketch and it can't render it. Click Revolution Axis, and I'm going to click the flat part on the left that I made. And there's my Frisbee. Cool, right? So this is just something fun that you can mess around with. You can use anything, like I said. Let's say I took something like this bowling pin. Let me zoom it in. Took something like this bowling pin there and just draw the line down the side like that. Take that profile that you're looking at, and that will be what you'll make to make a revolve. So any shape that you want that's circular in nature will work for this tool. So there's a ton of things that you can kind of play around with and explore. So you can make the Frisbee I made, or you can go out and make your own thing. If you want help with it, make sure to ask in Zoom. This is kind of a fun tool because it just opens up a whole new avenue of different things that you can make and have fun with. I'll see you guys later. Bye.